You would get the most input when you just keep it like just right here, you know.
Like that.
See, yours is on the bottom, or no?
Like that.
Mine's the top. Yours is the bottom.
Yeah, mine's the bottom.
I cannot wait to go back and edit this. Just keep it.
I like totals.
Welcome back to the Broken Vinyl Podcast, guys. After a long ramble session with you, and then even before filming, we were rambling on for a couple hours at just posters. And then also, what does my fridge mean? If you know, you know. But yeah,
You don't know. You don't want to know.
my name's Jason. If you guys are new here, I know I don't introduce myself often, and I probably should be doing that, especially if I'm getting newer viewers. But oh well, I guess watch my videos, and maybe you'll find out who I am. But here we have an actual new guest. Her name's Cynthia. She's
Hello.
a good friend of mine. How are you doing, Cynthia?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm a little tired, but I'm good.
Me too.
Yeah, especially after our naps. Dude, we took a nap. I feel like we took a nap at the exact same time, roughly.
He asked me today. He's like, "Oh, do you want to be on the podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be really cool." And I go home and chill out for a bit, eat something, and I fall asleep. And I was like, "Oh my gosh," I felt so bad.
Marcus texting me. Sorry, I am paying attention to you. But yeah, we were texting each other earlier, trying to discuss like when you were gonna come in, and I thought you were gonna come in like 5 or 6,
Yeah.
and then
That was the plan.
that was the original plan. But then I noticed you're like, oh, I'm gonna eat food first, then get ready, and I was like, I was just gonna make food anyway. So I was
You're like, she's gonna take forever.
deep down, I was like, this is just not gonna happen. I'm just not gonna have a video for this week. I'm so screwed.
I'm like more of a night person, so I would have came at like any time if you were like, okay, yeah. I'd be like, okay.
Well, if you're down for it, I mean, it is already 10 o'clock.
Yep.
Watches. Definitely there. Like Patrick, how he draws it on with a crayon. I need to draw some more batteries.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Is mayonnaise an instrument? We should do an episode based just on SpongeBob memes.
Literally.
We could ramble on for that for a while, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today we are here to talk about tattoos, because obviously, if you fucking talk, if you guys haven't noticed, I have tattoos on me, and you got tattoos.
I do.
And I love how we both kind of have the same mindset towards tattoos, in a way. So, I'd rather have our conversations that we have at work about tattoos on screen, because it makes for good content. And I just want to steal your content. That's all. That's all it is.
My contact that I don't put out into the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna drain you of all your content and then put out to the universe.
I always say a lot, so you can take whatever ideas you think are good, because I don't think I come up with a lot of them, but it's okay.
But you're good at rambling, that's for sure. You are really good when it comes to like branching off. I don't know if that's a pro or a con, but yeah, when it comes to conversations, you tend to go like, yeah, I mean, I do this a lot, but like just the other day I was doing this and this, and then like there was another time actually, like I was with a friend and it branches on, and then you're like,
and then in the third grade,
that somehow we're trauma dumping in the middle of our clients, like, and they're like, we shouldn't be talking about this. Like, I'm supposed to be better. I think you should be in here. I feel the same way about a lot of our workers.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us should actually share a bed over there, or share a room.
I've said that multiple times, but I have bills to pay, so I can't afford to.
Yeah, me too. So.
Take a grippy sock vacation at the moment. So.
Do you call it a sob vacation?
Grippy sock.
Grippy sock vacation? Yeah. I've never heard of that.
You never heard of that?
Where does that come from?
Because like I don't think we're the type, but there's some severe mental hospitals that they give you like a gown like you get at the hospital, and then some socks, well, probably underwear too.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah, they get like the kind of the disposable underwear, because they can't even have the elastic and stuff, so they just get grippy socks, so then they
grippy sock vacation,
grip the ground.
No, I caught that. I got that.
Yeah.
I caught that part.
But yeah.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. In a way.
Yeah.
That's funny. But anyways, back to the topic at hand. I feel like I'm going to be saying that a lot today. I have a big feeling about it.
I was going to like go on with that, but I was like, stay on topic.
So first off, I usually like to start off with asking going back to the beginning, like when did you first like catch interest and what made you catch interest in tattoos?
In my childhood, my mom always like had tattoos, and she had this one boyfriend, and he would do like stick and poke tattoos. And
Right.
It's like a needle, and you wrap thread around the tip of it and get ink, and you just like pitter patter the design. And we were in this guy's living room, and she would just be getting a tattoo, and I'd be like, oh, I want one. And I told her, I was like, oh, I want one. And she's like, okay, like he can try it out on you, but with no ink, and see if you like it. And I was like, okay. Like, I wanted a whole dragon around my leg for some reason. I don't even care for dragons that much. And he poked me a few times, and I was like, I don't like it. Stop. So that's kind of where it started. And she would just get them all over the place, like, because they were free. So
Right. Who wouldn't?
yeah.
I mean, I would too.
Yeah.
I mean, I have.
Yeah. All of these are stick and poke. So
All the ones in your hand?
yeah. All of these. That one's a stick and poke too. Yeah.
The hearts?
Mhm.
It's really good for a stick and poke.
Thank you.
I'd say so.
Yeah. So kind of just watching my mom and like her boyfriends, because she had a lot of boyfriends, but that's a story for another time.
Right.
But she would always, like, if it wasn't him giving her tattoos, like, she would give herself tattoos. She had like a bunch of different ink, and like it was super easy to do. So I just started doing it to myself to like try it out.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I've thought about doing tattoos like on myself, or even just like as a profession. And then after growing up and realizing, oh, it's going to be permanent. So you kind of want to not mess around with it too much.
There's a few of them that I have that I did myself that I don't like necessarily care for anymore.
Right.
But I'm like, it's whatever. Like,
because that's the last thing, like me personally, that was the last thing I wanted was a tattoo where I was like, I kind of regret it.
yeah.
Or I don't want it no more. You know, I want to cover it up. Like, I don't think I have a tattoo on me that I'd say I regret getting or say I want to cover up or anything like that.
Must be nice.
No, I don't. I know you do. We discussed this earlier. We did discuss this earlier.
There's some that I either want to get removed or covered up, like the one on my ring finger. My friend and I did that when we were both drunk, and I have a tattoo machine, so we did those. And then I put these dots on my finger, and it's love in Braille.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about the fact that like once it heals, you're not going to feel it. So people always ask like, oh, what does that mean? Like, it looks like it says DD.
I'm not going to lie to you. This whole time, I never said anything, but I've always thought it was DD. And I was like, okay.
See?
For some reason, to me, it would stem to Daredevil, but you don't really care for superheroes that much.
I always think of like Dexter's Laboratory. DD. But no, it means love in Braille, and I got it off of Pinterest. Like, this is when I was first starting doing it, and I was like, I think that was my first one, actually, because it was just dots.
And I love that I made it deep for myself, too. Like, I gave it such a deep origin story. You know what I thought it was? I was like, oh, I wonder who's DD, because that seems really nice that she would put their initials in like a form of like stars in the sky. That's what I thought. That's
Braille.
legit what I thought. And I was like, that's really cute. But no,
because it's supposed to be
Braille.
Like, these are connected, that's separate, that, and then those.
Right. That makes sense.
But point of the story, don't give yourself Braille tattoos, because you can't feel them once they're healed.
I mean, unless you go, it depends on how deep you go, because there are parts of my tattoos that I can still feel.
Me too.
Like, they do leave behind a good ink like bump. One of the worst ones I have is like right there, right on the
Really?
R. There's one I remember figuring that out, and it hurts so bad. Like it still kind of hurts. You put pressure on it, but yeah. Which one was your first tattoo?
I have the sun and then the moon on my wrist.
You got those done at the same time?
Yeah. I got them done at Cyclops, actually.
Really?
Yeah. It was the day after my 18th birthday because they were busy on my birthday. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll wait until tomorrow. So I got it on my sister's birthday.
Who did them?
Um,
If you remember.
I don't. There's some dude.
It was definitely before Marcus's time.
Yeah.
Shout out Marcus.
It was.
He's in the other room. He's in the other room right now.
Yeah. But it was just like a walk-in tattoo. It wasn't like anything crazy. I called them and I was like, "Hi, do you guys have time for like a small little tattoos?" And he's like, "Yeah, I guess." And I was like, "Okay, cool. See you there.
I'll be right there."
Okay, love you. Bye. Yeah. My dad like posted the pictures of me getting them, and I'm like,
just like psyched.
I was like, oh, this is so cool. Love it. It kind of hurt on the bone. I have like
understandable
the little tendon thing there.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was fine. But those started it all back in the day.
Back in your heyday. What was that, like 20 some years ago? I'm just kidding.
What?
I am just kidding.
I was like, I'm bad at math, but
I know, I was waiting for your reaction. She's not that old, guys. She's
trying to do the math in my head now.
You're 25.
I know.
I'm 22.
Yeah. But I got him when I was 18. So.
Yes.
Do the math.
Exactly.
Because I won't.
Exactly. That part.
That part.
That part.
Retweet.
Retweet, repost, share.
Yeah. What was your first tattoo?
I decided to go big or go home with my first tattoo. Shout out Incarnation Tattoos. His name was Ivan. He did this whole piece right here, and I added onto it later on. Like the mountain wasn't there originally, or the clouds. The first things that I got done was the trees, the birds, and the moon. Yeah, those were the first ones I did. And then I added the clouds and the and the UFO. I always forget that's there, but it's always there, and people
Doesn't
like
it have
it.
like a cow or something?
A human.
No.
It's just a human. Yeah.
I thought it was a cow for some reason.
I mean, it makes more sense. I kind of want it to be a cow now. Now that I think about it.
You could do like a little hidden one somewhere with just a UFO and a cow.
I was thinking of adding like a little hidden like figure on there somewhere of like Sasquatch.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bigfoot.
Yeah, exactly. Cause
that'd be so cool.
Because this is supposed to represent home. You know, the Northwest.
Like hiding behind a tree.
Exactly. Or just the infamous pose. You know, where he's like that.
He's it.
Exactly like.
Who, me? Y'all still looking for me? Stay looking.
Who's there? Not me.
There?
Not me. Y'all ain't gonna find me.
Nope.
But yeah, that was
shout out Sasquatch.
I think my second one was was it my hand? I think it was my hand. The ones that I did on here. It's a memorial piece. It's still unfinished because I wanted to add flowers to my hand as well, and I think I wanted them to be like my birth flowers because I'm selfish. And then I have my sister's initials, my twin sister's initials that died at birth. Shout out to them. They turned 15 this year in April. And then an arm right here says, "If only you could last forever," and "I'm no good at goodbyes," and it's made into a crossword in a way, like a cross.
Shout out Post Malone.
Yes, exactly. So technically, I always forget, I technically have two Post Malone tattoos. I just have his lyrics, "I'm no good at goodbyes," and I have
his teeth
right here. I don't know if you can see it. I'll probably put pictures up of my tattoos. But yeah.
If you see this, I love you. Post Malone.
Oh, yeah, he ain't watching.
He might.
Imagine he comments. He's
I love you too.
Love you too. Didn't watch the whole video, but I stumbled upon that part.
It just blows up. It's on Twitter and everything. He finds it. That'd be
That's
crazy.
all I need to hear.
And he sees your tattoo.
Oh, shout out Marcus. Yeah, because Marcus got it done.
He did it?
Yeah, Marcus did it.
Shout out Marcus.
Marcus has done almost every one of my tattoos except everything that's on my left arm and this one that's on my leg, which is my great grandmother's handwriting.
Good job, Marcus.
Yeah, he's done everything else. The ones on my legs,
that's
the one
so good.
on my neck.
That's probably like one of my favorites of him.
Oh, the Post Malone one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
things I've seen
very detailed, very well done. It's definitely one of my favorites, my top favorites.
Very detailed.
Especially in design, yeah. Like, the only thing that really, like, might get a touch up, we talked about it earlier, a couple of days ago, was, like, the lips. Mm-hmm. The lips look a little faded out, but they're kind of meant to be that way, I'd say.
Yeah.
I love that every time I would ask somebody, like, oh, who do you think it is? They would be like, Joker. I'm like, the fuck?
Joker didn't have a grill.
A grill?
Yeah. Did he? No.
Depending which one you were talking about.
Heath Ledger.
The Suicide Squad one did. Jared Leto.
We're not talking about him.
Exactly.
We're not talking about him.
So I don't get why they get that. Plus, he's never really been the guy to have cigars in his mouth. So.
No, not really.
Yeah. Don't get where people caught that. But anyways, yeah, Post Malone. I have 2 tattoos of his. And I don't know if you knew this. This is a little detail that I don't think anybody really cared to ask, but the font that I chose is Wakandan, because at the time Chadwick had passed away as well.
Is it? Mm-hmm. I always noticed it was like kind of different, but then I was like, maybe it's because like the placement and
because
it's like smaller.
It's the English font that they used to translate Wakandan in the movies, and I found the font, like all the fonts for it, and I was like, I gotta get that. So I did. Just little deeper meaning, because
I always just use the fancy cursive.
Yeah, see, like I don't like using the same fonts. I mean, like this is my grandmother's handwriting, so that I guess that counts. This is the typewriter font, and I think same thing right here, typewriter font on my neck.
I think the first one I noticed of yours was like the one on your neck.
That was the first one you noticed?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you were probably wearing like a long sleeve or something. Well, I noticed you had ones on your hands too.
Oh, I was wearing my jacket at the time. Yeah, when I first got around.
And then I was like, I was trying to like look at it but not stare at you in a weird way. But then I was like, what the fuck does that say?
You're like, don't make it obvious.
I know. I was like,
what's that?
Like, what is that?
What's that right there?
It's a touching. He's like,
it's a tattoo.
It says, get off me.
It says, move the fuck on. It's backwards. Read it in a mirror. Which is true. If you read it in a mirror, it's actually proper. But yeah, it says, just breathe.
Yeah. The first thought that I had when I saw you, I was like, oh, that's a cool, like, he has a cool vibe. I like his tattoos and stuff. Like, once I actually saw them, I was like, oh,
that's what's up.
Slay.
That's what's up. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. When I first got to know you, I was like, she's a goth chick. That's cool.
Why does everyone say that?
Your fit, the way it was. I don't remember what it was exactly, but I just remember I was like, I feel like this chick's goth. But then I seen your screensaver. That was another giveaway as well. Your Halloween one.
Oh, on the computer.
On the computer.
I was like,
no,
why is this kid looking at my phone?
No, I just grabbed your phone and was like, that's interesting. Like, no.
Let me get to know her on a personal level.
On a very intimate level.
No. Yeah.
If you want me to, I can edit it out.
Oh, I don't know what you do.
Huh?
He said to be quiet.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. We're in the middle of filming here.
Hi.
I'm just kidding. Love you guys. They're dead to me.
I got really...
So, like I said earlier, we kind of revolve the same as far as our mindset goes towards tattoos. Like, we like to have them. We like to have meaning on them. You know, they like to mean something. Unless you're on a drunk night, for the most
part,
yeah,
I would say they have meaning.
We have our moments.
Yeah,
safe to say.
And
I'm only saying we to make you feel better. Obviously, I don't do that stuff because I'm a goody goody. But anyways, yeah.
Was there a question in there?
I was gonna ask.
Okay.
Like, tell me about your perspective on tattoos. Like, how do you perceive that, and what was it that got you to perceive that? Because for a lot of people, I hear it's like, for me personally, my dad was always like, it's gotta mean something. It can't be some bullshit, you know?
Oh, I'm the opposite. My dad tells me to not do something, I do it. I think at first I just started getting tattoos just to get them, because I got the first 2 and I was like, bet. Probably like 2 weeks later, I went and got like a Friday the 13th flash sale, and kind of just went on from there. Trying to think. I think the first one that had meaning was this one. It's like a little sunflower, and it says, "You're a sunflower." Posty Maloney. Love you.
Yeah, because he's definitely watching, you know? He's like, I've been waiting for her to say that.
I hope. I have these 2 flowers on my arm. It's a rose and a hibiscus, and that's my mom's favorite flower. And I got it in purple because that's her favorite color. Mine's red. So that's a meaning. I have one on my arm, and it's like surrounded by flowers. I really like flower tattoos. So
really?
A lot of mine. Tell. Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. But I have my dad's handwriting. It says, "I love you, Dad."
That's cute.
I have Medusa 999, but I just kind of wanted to get that. But I guess it has like other meanings.
I mean, part of me has wanted to get 999, but mainly for Juice WRLD purposes, obviously. But
that's what I got it for.
Then you... Okay, 333, okay.
No, but your angel number is 999.
That's what I was going to say. We actually found out my angel number is 999,
Yeah.
So quadruple meaning, I guess.
It is.
Double. Yeah, you can watch. Guys, we have a fan now.
Yay!
We have a crowd. Shout out Brianna.
But I have 999 for Juice WRLD and the meaning behind that. I have one on my thigh from like Little Peep song. What else?
Tell me about this one right here. I've been interested in that one.
That one I got on a flash sale. Most of them I got on a flash sale because I was bored and I had money, unfortunately. And I went to the tattoo shop. Yeah, honestly.
Or else you'd be covered in flash sales.
I would. This one. Hold on. That one. That one. That one.
Oh, I can't wait to hear the audio sound on this.
That one. My bad.
Because you're like, that one. That one.
All over the place. I have one on my ankle, flash sale. But yeah, the artist that I go to, he does a lot of flash sales, and he'll do like little events places, and I'll be like, oh, that's cute. Give me that.
So
slap it on there.
Do you have like a set plan on what you want to do coverage wise for your tattoos?
I have like some sort of a plan. Like there's certain spots that I want to get certain tattoos. Like I want to get a sternum tattoo.
Right.
I want to get a back tattoo, but I don't know what I want for that, because like part of me is like, do symmetry, but then I'm like, I'm not a good person in symmetry. Like I want to get a spine tattoo because I feel like those are so hot, and then I just don't know what else to do.
Right.
So good thing I have bills to pay. I don't know. But I have a Pinterest board, and I just have like a bunch of ideas.
Same.
And usually I just go to my artist and be like, I like this, do your thing with it, and just go from there. That's what I did with this, because I thought I like the band idea, and a lot of people ask me, they're like, oh, are you going to get it filled in? Probably not. No.
I'd keep it the way it is. If anything, the only thing I would add on to that, if you were planning on adding on, would be like some writing to it.
Yeah.
I would not give it too much detail to put in there.
People always ask like, oh, are you going to put your husband's name or like your kid's name? I'm like,
fuck them kids.
Yeah, fuck them kids. I'll put fuck them kids in there.
Yeah, fuck that dude.
Literally. But I just thought it was cool. I liked how it kind of looked like a bracelet in a way, and it was separated. So I was like,
so you got that idea off of Pinterest? That one?
Not the design itself, but there was like the way their tattoo was. Like it was kind of like a sleeve, and there was just this empty space.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was cool. I was like, I want to do that on my wrist because I wanted a hand tattoo.
Right.
To piss my dad off because he told me not to. And I was like, bet.
Yeah.
So
that was kind of the same. I was kind of on the same boat on that one when I got the hand tattoo because again, I do believe that was my second tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
And when I told my mom about it, she was like, I mean, it's your body. You do what you want to do, but I'm just saying if you're looking for certain jobs, probably not the best idea. And I was like, okay, so I still did it.
I feel like with the way the world is going, it's going to be a lot more common for people to have tattoos than to not have tattoos.
I mean, it already is, you know?
Yeah.
So. In a sense, there's still people that kind of frown on it. Like, I remember the first time my great-grandpa actually seen my tattoos. He's old school, so he's not a big fan of tattoos. And I remember I was wearing a long sleeve when I first got my tattoo, and I was, like, at their place. And someone wanted to be nice and say, Jason got a new tattoo, Grandpa. And he was like, let me see it. And then I was like, okay.
Like, no.
Pulled up his sleeve slowly. Sees this. And he just looks at it and he goes. And I was like, do you like it?
Every time my grandma sees me, she swears I have a new tattoo. Like, I saw her the other day. She's like, you're just covered in them, aren't you? And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, none of these are new, except the one behind my ear. But she didn't see that, so I was like, okay, fine.
Right.
But I was like, you'll get over it.
I often forget that's still the recent one you did.
I know. I forget it's there all the time.
I mean, kind of me too, because obviously you don't, like we said earlier, you don't see it. If you don't see it, you kind of forget that it's there.
Yeah, that's another reason I want to do more on my legs, but part of me is like finish your arms first. But
yeah,
I'm very indecisive because I'm like, oh, flash sale, cool.
I had mixed emotions about that too, because I was like, I have so much I want to do with my legs, so I put that one there, and then I have 2 more on this side. I was like, at least get something there so it looks good when you're wearing shorts.
That's what I did with this one. I was like,
so
that's hot.
Like right now, I'm like,
really
this is
bad.
cool. I'm cool with this for now. Maybe some more on this one because this one's a little too empty.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, this is like if I'm wearing short enough shorts or when I'm sitting down, then you'll really see it. But that's just me.
Yeah. It was really weird at work because I just kept seeing your legs, and I was like,
oh yeah, I was wearing shorts today.
stealing the show out here. Like, what are you doing? Oh my gosh.
Well, my legs or the tattoos?
Both. I was like, oh.
Didn't know this was a whorehouse.
Did someone turn up the heat in here, or is it just Jason's legs? Like, stop. No, it is really hot at our work, though.
No, it is really hot. That fan was not helping much.
No.
I'm so glad the nurses recommended turning off the lights. I was like, fuck, it's hot.
Yeah. But what would you want to put on your legs? Like,
I mean,
do you have any ideas?
I have specific, like, I actually have a layout plan on my phone of, like, what each limb or part of my body is gonna, type of tattoo is, fuck, I'm losing my sense of direction. What type of tattoos I'm putting on certain parts of my body. So this whole thing is a story that's very incomplete, obviously, because of this is all, everyone keeps thinking that it's like
Lightning?
yeah, like lightning or something like that.
That's what I thought it was.
But then if you look at the elbow piece, it's actually
you show your elbows
glass.
more.
Yeah, I need to give more elbow. I don't give enough elbow. But yeah, it's all broken glass, and this whole thing is supposed to represent like who I am, like where I'm from, hence the Pacific Northwest tattoo right there. And the sky slowly forms into broken glass, and each piece is gonna have a part of me that makes me who I am. So yeah, lots of big pieces, lots of small pieces, and there's a big piece right there on my bicep that I'm looking forward to doing, and not really because those hurt. But yeah. So I really want bicep tattoos, but because I already have like both. I think I have 2 ideas already for both biceps.
I know,
but
the
I'm so
Spider-Man
terrified.
one.
Yeah, I'm getting a comic book panel right there. That's gonna be so awesome. Shout out Logan if you're watching this. We're both getting them done. But yeah, I'm really excited about that. And also like this arm is gonna have a bunch of like tattoos for like people that have meaning to me. This one's kind of the same thing. That's what I'm doing with my left leg as well, obviously with my grandma's piece. But yeah, it's just gonna be like if I want a matching tattoo with somebody, shout out to the people I already got that planned with, and or if I want to get a tattoo for somebody, then I will, and it's gonna be on my right leg or my right arm. My left leg is gonna be like cultural things that have like molded me to who I am, you know. So like my favorite movie company, A24 right there, or Denzel Curry's Taboo album, one of my favorite albums of all time. Like, of course I gotta put that on, you know. That's the main focus on my left leg.
The first time you showed me that, I was like, I feel like that's Denzel, but I was too nervous to say anything because I was like, I don't want to be wrong.
We discussed that, and again, it still pissed me off that you would have been the only one to actually get it right or know where it came from. That's not Marcus. And you hesitated, and you didn't bring it up.
You know what I'm mad about is I'm like sitting on something and it hurts. That's not what I'm mad about, but I was gonna see him at the Suicide Boys concert, and that's the one specific date that he's not going to, and he's still not going to
specific dates.
No, not to that one. Said if you're watching this,
get your ass on the stage.
Get it together, man. Stop.
But then again, you're going to a bunch of other concerts, though.
Yeah, so. But that's not the point.
Still, I get it. I'd get upset too because Denzel, but. Yeah.
I feel like if you have him tattooed on you, then you should have the right to be a little mad. Not that you're going, but still, you should be mad.
Right, yeah. I didn't plan on going. I should get a Chris Brown tattoo then, since we're going to go in July. Well, shout out my sister.
It's a little controversial.
How? I'm just kidding. It's a little controversial. Of course she is, but her ass is still not coming over and coming into Planet. Yeah. It was supposed to be all of 4 of us.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's funny. I'll ask him today. He'll probably be like, what?
I'm just putting my family drama into this too. That's fine.
It's
not even family drama.
And on Keeping Up with Jason.
Side note, my sister's still complaining that I haven't bought Chris Brown tickets yet. Oh yeah, she
doesn't watch your podcast?
My podcast?
I'm dyslexic?
Question mark?
You'll have a lot of bloopers.
Yeah, for
if
sure.
I don't stop fidgeting, I'm like all over the place.
I would love if it's like
You need like a mic stand. I'll just sit here.
Yeah, I thought about that. I need to really
dogs?
Invest in mic stands. Yeah, you didn't know?
Wait,
no,
really?
I have neighbors.
Oh.
I have neighbors that have dogs.
Did you get a dog?
I wish, but I'm allergic to them. I'll die.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Red flag.
I mean, that's... Anyways. Former episode. Flags, green flags, in relationships. Anyways. Had to put that plug in with Brianna. It didn't even show. But... Yeah, back to the topic because we kept rambling on about other shit and me and my sister's drama. Hi, Nisa, in case you're watching, which I doubt you are. Yeah, she does not watch my videos. She could give 2 fucks.
Anywho's.
What are your next tattoos that you're planning on getting? Like, do you have one planned already? I have like 4 or 5 already. Like, me and Marcus have just been discussing more and more ideas.
I really want the tattoo I want this year is the sternum one because I've been putting it off and I'm like, I could do it when I'm skinny and I lose weight. I'm like, get it now because you're not gonna do that. So stop. So at this point,
be real.
It'll probably feel a lot better if you're a little chubby anyway. Like we'll worry about losing weight later on, but I have a few ideas for it, but I'm not exactly sure what I want yet. There's like this one idea of like skeleton hands and then, bear with me, like holding like that.
Like fist pumping?
No, not fist pumping. What's the thing in a turkey? A wishbone. Yeah.
Oh.
Like breaking a wishbone because my grandma and I used to do that when I was younger. So I feel like that'd be kind of a symbolic, cool thing.
Yeah, that
but
makes sense.
I don't know if I'm gonna do that or some other ideas. I have like a bat idea, but I want it to kind of like be bigger, just to take up the space I do have, so I don't have to worry about that later on. And I also want like something up in here, but I want it to blend together. Like I don't want it to be like a separate thing right here unless I get a chest piece. But I don't know if I'm ballsy enough for that, because my dad would kill me. He'd be like, Cynthia Lee. So, but yeah, that's
not the full name.
Yeah, he says the full name, but the sternum is like one that I want to get for sure this year. So hopefully that happens, because I need to save money. Yeah. There's a bug on the wall. Shout out to that bug. What are the tattoos that you're planning on getting that you've talked to Marcus about?
Well, the comic book panel one that I'm getting, which is a matching one with one of my friends named Logan. He's like my little brother. We're getting, it's of like Spider-Man under like a thing of rubble, and he's like holding it up, and it's like one of his infamous things in the comics is where he's like, he's like in this factory or some shit, and like water's pouring down, and there's a bunch of rubble on him, but he manages to get himself out of it because he's a badass, you know, he's just him.
Facts.
So there was that one. There was a couple other ones I'd have to look at real quick because my head is everywhere. Oh yeah, I had my whole I had my whole back planned out. The left side. So I'm doing something different on each side of my back. So just like how this is a layout piece, basically, the glass, I'm going to have a layout piece on the left side of my back, but it's going to be in the form, not of broken glass, but of a one line tattoo. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, like you'll start, but you don't lift
yes,
it up.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
I like those.
And it's going to be a layout piece, which I think is going to be very like, how do I describe it? Like painting, like a painting, you know, like each piece in it is going to have something in it. I don't know if it's going to be patterns or if it's going to be like pictures. I'm still looking through that, but the main like form that I want to get out of this is the drawing is, or the one line drawing is going to be in a form that represents love. And then on it, I was thinking like in each piece is going to have like pictures of people that I love or something like that. Or I was still messing around with that idea.
Yeah, you kind of lost me, but
do you get it?
Kind of understand. I got the like one line thing. I got that.
Right.
But
okay.
The rest we'll
discuss later.
We'll figure that out when that happens.
Maybe you guys will get it. If not, I'm sorry if I lost you. Back to it. The right side is going to be purely comic book panels that I love because I absolutely love art, and comic books have been a big piece of that I grew up on, if you guys don't already know. And so there's a bunch of comic book panels that have really spoken to me throughout the years that were both either emotionally impactful or like just the way they managed to just draw it out or capture it and put it into a drawing, into a comic book, has really spoken to me. So I have a lot of those in mind already, but I kind of want to wait on that because I don't know how back tattoos feel yet because I have yet to get one. So I think I'm just going to hold off on it.
Probably not great.
Yeah, probably not the best. I don't plan on getting rib tattoos. Like I think my
really?
My restrictions are, I was planning just to get my chest covered, but nothing under that. So like leave my stomach alone. Maybe the ribs. I'm still iffy on the ribs. I want my legs covered. I'm not gonna do my ass.
Really?
Yeah,
That's stupid.
Marcus was thinking about getting an ass tattoo too. He's still planning on it.
Why not?
He's still planning on it. What are you trying to say?
It's 2024. If you don't have a tattoo on
oh
your butt,
yeah, I forgot about that
doing?
part. Funny story. Can I tell it? Okay, Marcus, if you get mad at me, please don't. I love you if this embarrasses you. But so he was planning on getting this, what was like a Japanese style tattoo, and it was gonna be like from his back down to his ass. And he had it scheduled and planned with an artist. Shout out that dude. I don't remember who it was, but they did it. They planned ahead of time because you know how you're supposed to shave.
Yeah.
And then they'll shave you.
Yeah, your
they'll
tattoo
shave you, yeah.
artist is supposed to.
Usually usually I get shaved by them.
Fun fact.
I don't do it a day before or the day of, but Brianna shaved that part of his ass the night before.
I didn't realize.
And he didn't even end up getting that tattoo on there. He ended up getting a different tattoo in a different area.
Shaved both cheeks too.
You shaved both cheeks?
Just so he wouldn't be uneven.
I was about to say, was it just one butt cheek, like all flawless?
Well, it's because
and
it's
the
on
other
one
one's
side.
like
It's just on one
orangutan?
side.
He would have known.
Orangutan.
He wasn't even oh my god, I hope he doesn't get mad. He's not even hairy, but like he just wanted it to be like smooth, like
No, yeah, understandable.
and like oh my god, I literally did both cheeks for him and everything.
See, that's a
in the
woman.
crack and everything.
That's
She's like,
a
I'm
woman.
gonna trim you up real nice.
The shit we do for tattoos, indeed. But yeah. I think I told you I did have an idea of wanting to like eventually, probably not now because of where I work, but go bald and then do my hair or do my head, like get a whole piece on my head and then just grow it out and then just have it be a tattoo that
I
only
think
I
you
know of.
said something about that the other day, but you were saying it to someone else, and then I was like that. I was like, what?
Just side eye.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
I don't know if bald people are my thing, but it's your head, so I don't know. I feel like bald people creep me out.
The thing is though, like I don't plan on
Controversial
staying. The thing is, I don't plan on staying bald. That's the thing. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna be bald just for the sake of the tattoo. Get the tattoo done, and then I want to grow it out again, and then just keep it growing. Like, either I'll keep it like this length, or I'm just gonna grow it out longer. Whatever I
feel
want to
like
do later.
On the sides, it'd be really cool if you did something. So then, like,
just on the side or over the whole thing, because I want to
think-
do the whole thing.
You can do the whole thing, but I think like making it look better on the side. So when you do get your haircut like that, like it makes sense.
No, right,
you know?
right. I think that's why I think it'd look.
Or you could do a mohawk. Don't do that.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Just kidding. Don't do that.
I love how you're like, oh, no, that's not.
Don't do that.
What made you change your mind so quickly?
Mohawks are weird.
Yeah, they're pretty weird. I had a mohawk back then.
Yeah.
Again, we'll discuss that later. The fact that you know that.
Do you know how many tattoos you have? Like, have you counted them?
13 last time I checked, but then again, I did get a couple after I said that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's weird how I count this one. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Am I missing one? 15? Yeah, I think I got 15.
Or your lip?
Oh, 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slay.
You counted your hands?
Yeah. Huh?
You counted your hands too?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, I did. 16 tattoos. I forgot about that.
I always forget about mine.
Oh yeah. Huh?
Yeah. It says crybaby. Oh, I guess that's another one
I
for.
love that actually.
Yeah.
Eh. You didn't even stick your tongue.
I do.
You just pulled it out of your lip. You're like.
Yeah. It was. I need to get it touched up a.
What the fuck is that?
Shout out Brianna.
It was a bug. Go away. Stop.
The monster's gone. I think you're safe now.
PTSD.
No, for
Anyways,
real.
I
This is the
forgot-
start of a trauma
I
dump.
forgot what I was saying.
Your lip.
Yeah. I need to get it touched up, but it says crybaby.
So do I. I was gonna say what it is, but I'm holding that off for what it says for later, because for the people that don't know, that are just viewers, losers, only these two know really. But the ones that don't know, I'm working on a project that involves music. That's all I'll say. And I've been really locked in on it for the past couple of weeks and 3 weeks, almost a month. Almost done with it. Can't wait to show you guys, and that's when you'll get the big reveal on that. It'll all make sense soon enough.
So excited. That'll be so fun.
I know, I'm excited about it. I'm not gonna ramble on about that because I feel like people are just gonna interpret that differently because it's music, and the first thing you think about of music is like, oh, I bet it's gonna bop like a motherfucker. No, you're probably gonna cry. I don't know. We'll discuss that later. Anything else yet? Any other questions you had?
Have you seen recently, I've seen it a lot on TikTok, but there's people that will go like under anesthesia.
Anesthesia.
I don't know if that's how you say it.
Anesthesia.
But they'll be under there for like 8 hours, like getting whole body tattoos and
You're
stuff.
not even supposed to be out when getting tattoos. That's
Yeah.
what I've always learned, or what
But
I've
have you
always
seen
known.
it?
No.
Really? Who did it? I think it was.
I would love to do that. That would get so much pain out of the way.
Who did it?
I would love to wake up with new ink. If I could wake up every day with a new tattoo, that is a dope idea.
I have a question for both of you guys.
What's up?
Are you guys like wanting to get like everything, like whole body eventually?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get
No
covered.
spaces at all.
I don't like.
I wouldn't
leaving
say like
crevices.
no spaces,
I
but
don't
I
want to
would
leave
like
a single crevice.
try to do like the little fillers, you know, like where you put little random stars or some shit.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
well, I don't want to waste it on just filler space. You know, I'd much rather have everything instilled with something meaningful. Unless it's like a really small, like in between crevice or something like that, then probably I'll just fill it up with something. But
So your whole body's gonna get tired except your cheeks.
that's the plan. And my
That's
stomach.
gonna be the funniest thing to see.
Just your cheeks.
Your
But then
future
again-
girlfriend's gonna be like she's not gonna know.
She's not
What's
gonna
going
know what
on?
to do with all that.
I know, like
It's just pale cheeks.
that's just gonna leave room for just so much shit that I want to say. But I'm just gonna say, anyways. That's all I'll say.
I feel like I get a lot of like patchwork things, and that was never my plan as a kid. I was like, I'm gonna have like, it's gonna be all connected and it's gonna be so pretty, and I
told
just
yeah.
I
that
do
makes
what I
sense.
do.
That makes sense.
Blend very well together.
Yeah.
Like it's all floral.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's what a lot of people say, but then I was like, I just put things places.
Yeah.
I don't.
I told myself I was gonna get purely like big pieces that were just gonna cover each other, but then I started getting into patchwork, and I was like, you know what, that's actually pretty good too. So
Yeah.
as you can tell, I'm doing kind of some weird, different stuff with mine.
I
with
think
myself.
if you have.
Oh shit, the chess piece, 17. I forgot
what's
about the
that?
chess piece,
Oh, you're thinking
my
of
puzzle piece. Yeah,
You just whip out a titty.
Yeah.
damn.
I did not whip out a titty. It's right. You can't even see it.
Just
But yeah.
kidding. So whips mine.
It's like, do you have a tattoo over there?
No. I do right there.
Anywho.
Yeah. That was it.
There was another question I had just thought of. So like, what do you think about people that fall into the stereotypes of tattoos? You know, that get the stereotypical tattoos. Like, for example, I kind of fell into it by getting the trees on my forearm. You know, everyone gets the trees on the forearm, or you know, getting the crosses on certain on certain
Yeah.
parts of the arm. Like, what do you think about that?
I feel like it is what it is. Like, if you want to get a tree on your arm, then get a tree on your arm. Like, I'm
Right.
sure the sun and the moon are very basic. Like, I have flash work art that other people have on their body, so I don't really care as much. I feel like if I see a guy with like certain tattoos, I'll be like, oh, that's kind of basic. But I have the
Right.
same basic tattoos.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's different how it's like executed. Like
Mhm.
if it's a shitty tree, like if it looks like my nephew drew it, ew.
Ew.
But if it's a
Yeah.
good tree, I'll be like, oh, that's a nice tree. Good
Right.
job.
Yeah, that's why. Because for me,
Like it's not my body, so I
right.
I can't say
can
anything
just
about
judge from
it.
afar,
Like
I
I have
guess.
tattoos
Yeah.
I regret, and I'm like, ugh. But
Because the thing is, for me, is like
yeah,
I can't say I'm a fan of the stereotypical tattoos, like people getting lions on them to represent their strength, or you know, like Greek tattoos. Like those are cool. Like all those, I'm not saying anything bad about them. It's just like everyone falls into them very.
weren't you wanting like the fingers touching or
That's
something?
why I was just gonna explain.
that
If you would just let me finish talking.
A Greek tattoo.
I was just gonna explain that part. I don't think it is. Is it? I thought it was
Yeah,
just a
it's like
painting.
the
I thought it was Jesus.
All random. I thought it was Jesus.
Or was it Zeus?
no, it's a Greek painting. Yeah.
Oh, right. Anyways, let me further explain. Because obviously I have certain parts that are like stereotypical, like the trees. But the thing is, with me, I really am heavy on originality. I don't like copy and pasting. I don't like the idea of people having the same tattoos as me. So
Okay.
what I do is, no, I know you're looking at me like that. But what I do is I add on to it and mold it into something more myself that's more unique, with still having that same concept, if I do like that concept. Which the trees, I really do like the trees. I've actually got inspired off of one of my family members that has trees on their forearm as well. So I was like, I want to get that represent home. But so I added on towards it with more, like I added the mountain, I added the moon, because I'm a night person, because I don't fucking sleep. But anyways, yeah, so I like try to make it more myself, but there's still pieces there that are like, oh, I've seen people have that. I literally tweeted this out one time. I seen someone make a thread being like, post your tattoos or something, your first tattoo. So I posted that one. First thing, someone comes up saying, everyone getting those tree tattoos.
I saw that.
Yeah, right?
I saw that.
Yeah, that pissed me off. But yeah, fucking hater.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I feel like that is more of a Washington thing, though. Like in California, I never saw people
that makes sense. Yeah,
with like tree tattoos. It was like a lot of like beach tattoos, I would say. Like the girls with like the little tiny wave on their ankle, or like,
yeah,
don't look at my legs, but like things like that. So when I came to Washington, I noticed like a bunch of people would have that, and I was like, you guys like trees a lot, huh?
Yeah, it's the evergreen state. So. Yes.
We have a question in the
I
audience.
do. It's me. So it's okay. So kind of like what you were saying, like about the tattoos and stuff. Like, oh, is there one like basic? But do you guys have a tattoo ick? Like, if you saw a guy have that tattoo, you would stop talking to him automatically, or her, vice versa. Tattoo ick.
Yeah, because I don't like guys like that.
Yeah.
Unless it's Marcus.
Yeah.
I feel like I do.
A tattoo
but,
ick.
You know, okay. Do you have one?
I feel like I do. I just haven't thought about it in a while. So go ahead.
I don't like when guys have like the mom tattoo, but then treat
heart?
their mom like crap.
Oof.
I'm like, okay.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's weird. Like, I don't get tattoos of people if I don't love them.
Like, who are you trying to prove?
Yeah. And then, I don't know. Just like, not the tattoo itself, but like how it's done. Like people getting tattoos in their friend's basement, and you can clearly tell.
Yeah.
It's from someone's basement. Yeah.
That's an ick, because I did meet somebody at one of my former jobs that did his own tattoos, and his whole body's like covered in tattoos that he did.
But
he has a couple.
So crappy.
He has a couple that he did professionally, but no, they look like scribbles. Like you can't even tell what they are. It looks like some kid just put a black crayon on and was like, "Can I draw on your arm and everywhere else?" And yeah, that's how it looked. Like, no disrespect to him. I mean, if it's your form of art, I guess, but like,
You just clips this part
not for me at all. Not for me at all.
I feel like the last name on like the chest or the back or the arm,
Pretty
I feel
basic.
like not that it's a red flag. I'm just like,
No,
yeah, I'm like,
not for you.
what's the reason?
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
One of my first tattoos that I wanted to get to was my last name right here. Not gonna lie. I almost did it, but it ended up being something else. So, yeah.
Like, maybe if it's like, oh, I'm adopted and this is like my adopted family, or like you have some story, I'd be like, okay, but I'm like,
Like,
I don't really care for it.
Basically, going back to what you said about earlier, the quality is an ick for me. It's the quality that it gets done. Like, if you have a lot of shitty quality tattoos, how have you not found a different person to get it done? You know, if it's your friend, okay, cool, but like, this is on your body forever.
Yeah.
Like, how would you not give a shit? I'd hate for every one of my tattoos to be a drunken story, if that makes sense. Not to call you out. You had a couple. Not trying to call you out. I saw you make a face. I saw you make a face.
It was only 2.
Exactly. So it's like, I'm not trying to call you out. I'm just saying, like, I don't want every one of mine to be like, oh, me and my homies got drunk one night and we did this, or I got bored, so I decided to have my friend draw on me, or, you know, shit like that. Yeah, that too. If you're just not willing to pay good money for a tattoo that's gonna last forever on you, okay, I guess. You know, one another ick tattoo. I'm getting more guy tattoo icks now that I think about it, but anyone that gets like religious stuff like crosses or Jesus pieces on them, but are like shitty people, but are just shitty people, like fuck. You do? Oh, that's right. Yeah. That was one of your more recent pieces. I forgot about that. Yeah, good question though from the audience. You should have. Oh, I didn't even know you were gonna be here. Yeah, we'll do a part 2, I guess. But yeah, and we are now over an hour, so I'm gonna have to cut it short. Well, not cut it short, but just have to make it an end, make this thing end. But yeah. I had fun though.
Me too.
I hope you had a good.
Kind of toasty in here, but other than that,
a little bit toasty, even though we have all the windows open. Anyways, thank you for showing up. I know it was late, but thank you for showing up.
Thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun.
I was honestly convinced that you just weren't gonna come.
No, I wanted to, but I'm just a sleepy girl sometimes, and I fall asleep.
Yeah, it happens. So I'm glad you made it. And
me too.
I'm glad you had a good time. I had a good time talking about this, even though it was very everywhere, like kind of like how we expected it to go. So
I said in the beginning I ramble, so
that too. But also shout out to to our coworkers that brought up this idea of bringing her on. Great idea, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope you guys enjoyed our crowd that we had for a moment, that we had for like the last half. Till the next episode, I love you guys, and leave a like, comment, share, all that good stuff if you want to. Let us know about your tattoos. Let us know how you feel about all that stuff. Till next time, love you guys. Peace.
Bye.